After killing his brother Hevel, Cain is punished by Hashem. Hashem says to him, Navinad, you are going to be a wanderer throughout the land. You're not going to have a place to call home. You're constantly going to be moving around. That was Cain's punishment. And so Cain says to Hashem, if that's the case, people are going to try to avenge the blood of my brother of Hevel. They're going to kill me. They're going to try to kill me. So the Torah says, Vayasem Hashem l'Cain os. Hashem gave Cain a sign so that when people would see Cain, they would not bother him. He'd be left alone. He'd be protected. Question is, what was this sign? Was it something that was put on Cain physically so that others would see an identification mark and know not to bother him? So there's a fascinating comment in the Breishis Rabbah in the Medrash in the name of Rav. Rav Amar Kelev Masarlo. Rav says that Hashem gave Cain a dog, a guard dog, to be with him, to protect him, and that would be the sign that everyone would know not to bother Cain. Question is, why a dog? And why would this represent something to everyone so that he wouldn't be bothered? So the Tcheles Mordechai explains that in Perek Shira, which is a perek in which all of the animals of the world, what their prayer is and the way that they praise HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and the way they praise Hashem, called Perek Shira, the prayer of the kelev, of the dog, is Bo'u nishtachave v'nichra'ah. Let us go and bow down to Hashem. So what we see from the dog is that a dog is an animal that has humility. In which way? Well, a dog has a master and listens to its master. The master tells the dog to sit, the dog sits. The master tells the dog to give its paw, the dog gives its paw. The dog has learned internally a sense of humility. And as such, when it came to its prayer, its praise of Hashem, it said, Nishtachaveh, it bowed down to Hashem. Cain caused his own sin by virtue of the fact that his ego was inflated. He wasn't humble. The fact that Hevel's korban, his sacrifice, was brought and accepted by Hashem as opposed to Cain's, that offended Cain, that somebody else was better than him. And the way in which Cain would do tshuva and the way in which he would atone for his sin was by becoming humble, by expressing a sense of humility. The sign that Cain was given to show his humility, to display his humility, was this dog. So that Cain would literally follow the dog and learn from it. Hashem gave him this sign that by virtue of going through life with the dog, he would learn to become humble himself. And I think that there's a lot that can be taken away by all of us in regards to this medrash, as to how we have to work on ourselves to be machnia ourselves, to try to look at situations and look at what's being touched inside of us and strive as best as we possibly can to be humble and as such to perfect ourselves over the course of our lifetime. Thank you for listening and have a good Shabbos.